Okay, this is looking a lot better. So I tried to go live a few minutes ago, and it was saying waiting for your stream to go live, but there wasn't any color there in the chat box. There was nothing. Like it was all still grayed out. There we go. Don't do that again. So now I'm going to repeat some stuff that I already said about, I don't know, 4 minutes ago. We are level 86. I've went through, I respec'd my entire Paragon board, and got kind of just, because I had like 4 or 5 boards. So now we got the 3. Been going through and really looking at these different things. This is a starter board. It's pretty much no holds barred down here. Like just go, just get all of it, whatever. Uh, but moving up here, we got some rare nodes that are pretty good. I do a lot of crowd control stuff. I got the Petrify and the Poison Creeper. So it, that seemed like a 30% damage to crowd controlled enemies. Pretty awesome. Um, with another plus 15 damage to crowd control enemies if requirements are met. So really looking at Earth and Devastation seems good because I do have a couple Earth abilities, but I also don't know it um if it counts because I use the Nature's Fury thing. So I don't know if it counts that my Werebear skills count as Earth skills for the Nature's Fury stuff. So, but I went with that because either way, 10% increased critical strike damage. Pretty awesome. Increased by 20% of your damage versus crowd control bonus up to 40%. So my current bonus with that is 31%. And that's awesome. So, got glyph here, glyph here. So, I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. My attack power is at 18 grand. My armor, my armor's pretty good. I don't have a lot of complaints about my guy's survivability. I think now I just want to start focusing. Thank you, babe. I tried going live once already and it did not work, so I had to close everything and start over again. But we're here now, so my priority quest is the Pit of the Artificer. Again, this Gwar is on the Eternal Realm. I just recently made the seasonal character, and so I want to do some more here. I want to have a character who's prepped for the DLC release in October, and as well as I will absolutely be starting a Spiritborn. Um, but my only priority request I have right now is the Pit of the Artificer, and it says complete a tier 46 plus Nightmare Dungeon. Oh, I did not want to do that, but I do have um a tier 49. But I haven't, like, I don't know, hit whatever the level of damage I need to be putting out. You were on that one first. It wouldn't pop up that there was any kind of chat, so the way this service does it is a little bit weird because I can't see whether I'm live or not necessarily, so increased critical strike chances increased by 9%. Empowered elites always have the suppressor affix. Alright, let's go. So I'm slowly working my way to that because I know that the pit, I was trying to masterwork a piece of gear and it wouldn't let me because it said I didn't have a certain material and then it said that that material can be found in the pit. So I am trying to get to that so I can start masterworking some of my gear. Because I don't know when they changed that. You used to just be able to masterwork stuff. I had masterwork stuff on this character when I started playing again. But no more. No, and I haven't really necessarily been finding any like game-changing gear either. Started to notice I think gear stops leveling. I'm level 86 now, and every piece of gear that I've picked up is only level 80. It's like it's equipable by level 80. So I don't know if there's any you need to be level 81 to equip this, or 99 to equip this. I don't know. We'll find out. So I'm starting to get the suspicion that it's like level 80 is like the max.
No treasure down this hallway.
But you also have like item gear or an item power as well. It has like its level and then a gear score, so maybe I'm looking at it wrong, and I need to be looking a little bit more into what I'm breaking down, because you can turn the rares into legendaries by putting affixes on them or aspects on them. So I guess really everything's potentially viable.
So cold.
Why can't I give this person a health potion? I have a helmet now that there's a chance that when I crowd control enemies, it pulls them all into one place, and then I do extra damage to them for like 3 seconds, I think. Super awesome. I really, really like this headpiece. See? Got the poison creeper, that petrify. I've dodged through enemies and it's done it. I was too late. Hmm. These deserted corridors don't look very deserted. Or sound very deserted. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hmm. I wonder what that suppressor does, because it doesn't really seem to be doing a whole hell of a lot. Hmm. I think I have decided that I am going to make a lightning werewolf, since I have an earth bear. And if I'm gonna do that, then I should probably switch this back to the maul ability, which is the bear basic attack. But I was thinking about looking at what I haven't even looked at what the earth ability is, like the earth basic. Let's do that right now. Well, earth spike, sunder the earth, impaling the first enemy hit. Okay, that sounds pretty good, but you've just now decided that? It's been 15 years. It's been 15 years, she's still not sold on it. It does generate one more spirit than the other. 15% chance to stun. Summon a second earth spike when hitting an immobilized or stunned enemy. Fortify for 12% of your maximum life whenever earth spike damages enemies who are stunned, immobilized, or knocked back. I mean, could be fun, right? Oh yeah, I have an extra 3 in the lacerate from something I'm wearing. Maybe we'll find a Helltide or something after this and run around with that earth spike. That means I also have to like get rid of the chest piece I'm wearing, because I'm pretty sure that that's giving me the werewolf stuff. That's the reason I walk around as a werewolf all the time. And I think it does that and gives me +3 to all my werewolf abilities. But I only have one, so. I haven't seen one that makes you a bear all the time, which would be cool. Did I drink a potion? Try to drink potions when I'm doing this to help ease the level grind a bit. I can't imagine that that Earth Spike is too fast. You know what I mean? Kind of want to check it out. Which one though? Fortify? Fortify is good. Summon a second Earth Spike. I wonder, because I still have that because the item is giving it to me. Got a little bit of range to it, I guess. I'm probably about to die very, very quickly now. We don't have much more of the map to explore. Yeesh. That's rough. Oh my god, and of course the event of the... Well, this might come in handy because I can just kind of point now.
I'm not ready yet.
Doing better than I thought I would, to be honest. I just completely missed with that poison creeper.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
So I pretty much just sat in one spot. They mean. Not the fucking worst, I guess, but I don't think I particularly care for it either. Uh, he's just standing still. I have a lot of like damage buffs from being close to enemies, so maybe not the way I should go. Oh, but that Nature's Fury works both ways. Well, I want to stay away from the the lightning and the werewolves. Shit. If I'm gonna make Gwar's brother Warg. No, it hadn't been that long. It seemed like it's been years. How you doing, Karma? Deciding whether or not I like this Earth Spike as a basic attack. There's a lot of gold on that body. It is nice because this, well, and I haven't done a lot of the desert stuff. I've like been through it, um, a little bit just to travel, where the campaign takes you, but this is the boss of this. I mean, okay, that wasn't very intimidating. So I do have this Fang and Claw socketed, but I did switch over to this outmatch from the Poise. Um, Grants 45% bonus to all rare nodes within range, deals 16 increased physical damage, and not to non-elites and bosses. So I thought that was useful. We'll get that up. Werebear, of course. Fang Claw's as high as I'm going to take that right now. You have to get it to level 15 to increase the radius of it. There we go. We got some gear. My microphone is in my damn way. I won't move it too far. Hmm. Dark Jing. Um, Definitely get rid of that shit. Alright, so they have these gear with like double whatever bonus. Um, I've been trying to kind of keep my eye out for those. Like I said, any of this stuff, um, the boots I'm wearing are level 79. I'm level 86. I just got level 80 stuff, so I don't think gear goes over level 80. And then item power, I think the highest, let's scroll through here before I say it out loud. I think the highest number I've seen is 925. Yeah, even on this unique, that's only 826, 925, 912. So I think it's like level 80 and then 925 for the like item power. So I'm guessing that the level really doesn't matter at all. That's just when you can equip that. The item power is what I need to be looking at. So even if I have like these boots, these are only 858 item power, 883. So if I have something that's like 925 as a yellow, that could still, I think, potentially be a very viable thing because you can put an aspect on it, you can temper it at that point and add whatever, and even uh, swap out one of the affixes that are on it. So 925 is capped item power. Okay, so yeah. So I just thought it was weird. Once I got past 80, like I wasn't picking up anything that was higher than level 80. So yeah, that makes sense. If the level requirement if, is just the requirement to be able to put it on, fine. Focusing on the item power is something I'll do from now on. What's up, Rogue? How are you, brother? I see the hearts coming up. I cannot. I gotta figure out some of this stuff because I can see the hearts popping up in chat, but I have no idea who sent them. I switched to. Thank you for the lurk. I hope. What are you having for dinner? I made jambalaya. Made some spicy dirty rice. It's not as dirty as it sounds, but it is good. It's me. Thank you, babe. I switched to the earth spike because I've decided that I'm going to make Warg. I will probably make Warg a seasonal character. And Warg is gonna be Gwar's brother, but he will be all lightning werewolf stuff. Because I do like the werewolf. And, like, running around right now, this chess piece, werewolf form is now your true form. So if I can find one of those for the bear that allows you to run around as a bear all the time, we'll be golden. Because that's pretty fucking cool. I've gotten 2 of these werewolf ones. Ooh. So I've switched to Earth Spike just to kind of remove all werewolfness from Gwar. And I'm gonna see what like the exact opposite of Gwar would be. Because I think there's a lot of power in the bear, but I wouldn't necessarily want to build the werewolf the same way. You know, I'd want to focus on mobility and speed and maybe dexterity, and that might be coming more from a like role player's aspect or standpoint. I don't know. I I don't think it changes. I think if you're a druid, your willpower matters, and that's really it. You know, your others are still giving you the same bonuses, but in my mind, it should matter. You know, you've got a big bulky bear. His dexterity shouldn't be something that he likes. But look at this werewolf, man. Yeah, lithe. He just looks like he's about to burst out sprinting. You're telling me that he doesn't worry about dexterity at all? You have a chest plate that can make you permanently a bear? I am not playing as a seasonal character. Nope, this is still my eternal character. I'm gonna make uh I'm gonna make the werewolf I really like the druid a lot. Um I did a little bit as a necromancer, and very early on I was already standing around. Just kinda my minions were killing stuff, so I kinda made the choice that I'm going to like forsake all minions, and when I go all in to make a necromancer, I will have no minions. I've got a rogue now. I did have a hardcore rogue. I made it to level 20, and then a world boss dropped on me and just absolutely murdered my face. But so yeah, I think it would be fun to because I really like the druid. I like playing the druid, and I think that making the werewolf druid uh, for the seasonal stuff would be pretty awesome.
Just a supply run. To the west and back to Tassarak. Done it hundreds of times, no problems. It's been years since we've had demons to worry about. Looks like dark days are here again.
You are correct, Majub.
To hell and back we have. In Tarsarak. Mad fool. You wanted a guy to take you through the sandstorm. To think you made it following mischief of all people. Maybe I should have taken the job. Seems it went better than this one.
I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about.
For you.
I would never make a hardcore character. I think I really like the challenge of it. I did have a sorcerer and I was feeling pretty arrogant about it, and I went into a dungeon, and it did not end well. It was over very quickly. Like I got to the boss, but it wasn't good. So then I made the rogue hardcore character, and I was like, alright, it's time to fucking wreck some shit. And I did. Like, I had really no hesitation. The rogues are fucking dangerous. But I pushed to level 20 before I did any of the dungeons. And I went in there and I did really well in the dungeon. I was like, hell yeah. So I just started pushing up to clear some more of the map. And just happened upon a random world boss walking around. The one that's just north of Nevesk. The giant, like, guy on fire that just shoots fire out of his ass, apparently. The whole time you're fighting him. And it didn't go well. Oh, I think there's some giant skeleton, or on fire skeleton I'm supposed to be fighting here. There, what is? Oh, this thing. I was busy talking and didn't listen to what that guy asked me to get. So Earth Spike's not bad. It might take some getting used to. And I know I've like picked up armor that changed Earth Spike a little bit. I do want to know. I keep randomly freezing enemies. Oh, this guy's fucking pissed me off. I keep freezing enemies, and it isn't until I start using my bigger abilities that Nature's Fury passive starts to kick in. I don't really see a lot going on with the Earth Spike. But it should, that Earth Spike should be able to cast Wind Shear or Storm Strike also. Because I don't think this says basic attacks are off limits. Casting an Earth skill has a 35% chance to trigger a free Storm skill of the same category. So this says Storm, and this says Storm. I guess I did see a little bit of electricity clicking around, didn't I? Just do nothing but die, apparently. Maybe there's less percent with, Alright, you were up. Oh, okay. I was like, where the hell did the body go? It wasn't a camel the first time I talked to him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, she's a healthy flower. This will do nicely.
I got it just for you, man.
Just in time, too. My arm burns like hellfire, but nothing I can't handle. I'll apply the treatment and be off to Tarsarak. Bless you, friend.
Think about this. They live in a world where there are literally doorways to hell. So, that guy might legitimately know and have legitimately traveled to hell and back, like he said. Maybe not on purpose, and obviously, spoiler alert, if you haven't played the campaign, I guess. But it takes even Lilith some work and planning to get into hell, so it's not exactly an easy thing, but she was also trying to get to a specific place. So, I don't know if that matters. Or if there are literally doors just to hell in Sanctuary. That'd be kind of cool. I'm taking so much poison damage. Oh, yeah. That poison's nasty. The poison creeper is a mainstay. I think with the werewolf, I'm gonna go with the ravens. Because I think that would be awesome. They ravens and wolves in real life have like a bond. Ravens will find wolf cubs and they'll like bring them scraps and treats and they'll like play with them and all that shit, and they'll literally build up trust. And then when the wolf is older, the ravens have been known to like help them spot prey to hunt, and the wolf takes down the prey and then the raven gets a piece of the action. So that's my plan. It is going to be absolutely devastating because I think the Poison Creeper is one of the best abilities the Druid has. So not taking it is gonna be difficult. Or maybe I could try to figure out a werewolf companion build, and instead of like taking an ultimate or whatever, like take 2 companion abilities. I love when I kill everything and then it's like, oh yeah, greed. So I don't know, I've got some things I want to try out, check out.
I must wait a moment.
See, like I said, I'm really not seeing anything proc on that Earth Spike. I'm trying to just do that for extended periods of time. It is a strong hit, though. And it's about as fast as Maul. It's not nearly as fast as Lacerate for the werewolf, but it's probably about as fast as the Maul ability for the bear, basic. And having a little bit of range outside isn't necessarily a bad thing either, so... I'm about to fight this boss in a tier 63 nightmare dungeon. How long do you think I can kill it? Do more than 1,000,000 damage. I don't know. I can barely even handle tier 30 something nightmare dungeons right now. That's what I'm trying to grind and level for, so I can get to that so I can get that mission done, so I can start going to the pit. So I don't have any clue what what it starts to get like when you're up at that level. I might be able to get used to the earth ability. Might. That poison creeper though, like I said, that thing's fucking dangerous. I do kind of dislike how it's literally just point. Wherever I point my joystick, it'll hit whatever's over there. Which I realize is how attacks work. I got that. But I mean, like, it almost doesn't matter how far away they are. Like, what's the range on this thing? I heard something. Let's bring it all in, fellas. Five seconds? Holy shit, dude. That is impressive. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff. Let's, we do have a hell tide going on. Rogue, did you ever answer what you're making for dinner? Yeah. I don't want to be here either. So, really, no other waypoints in the Helltide? Lame.
Be wary on the road.
But like I said, oh, that unlocks a new look on salvage. That's only 853. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. These look like the same boots, so I don't think I need to unlock both of them. What is this? Upgrades. When you evade, you turn into a cloud of bats, becoming unstoppable. That's upgrading one. That's fucking awesome. Alright.
Need something forged?
It's like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Tier 80 nightmare done just for me. I appreciate that. Make sure you pass the progress over to this realm so I can start going and doing the pit. Need 75. So like I said, what it looks like, and I think Karma kind of confirmed, is that even if it's a gold, it's a rare. If you're looking at 925 for the item power, that's still a top tier thing, and you can make it even better um, by putting aspects and affixes on it. Looks like all these are a little on the low end. I'm also trying to sell all this shit so that I can keep my money up for when I do find gear that I would like. Alright, we've got overcharged, lucky hit, up to 22% chance of dealing lightning damage to overload the target. That's fine. I don't want it. 0.06% armor. Fucking lame. Pulverize creates a shockwave that travels forward, dealing 180% of its damage to targets in the path. I was running that for a very long time. That's how I was getting a little bit of range and dealing damage further out, to kind of avoid being too overcrowded and not being able to escape, because I didn't have a lot of dodges. I couldn't get through enemies and I was very slow. So having that shockwave on Pulverize was definitely kind of a game changer for that little bit. But I traded off of that and went with uh, got some more mobility. After I got some more mobility, and having Pulverize as an Earth skill, casting Tectonic Spikes, that has been pretty much the main staple of the character for a while now.
What do you need?
So we'll break those down so we get some resources. Got a Paragon. I think I got everything I want from this tree. That resistance to all elements, damage reduction to damage over time. Sounds great. Resistance to all elements plus 100 armor. Like I said, I haven't really noticed anything wrong with the armor I have currently. So if I start dropping below like 9,000 or whatever, um, I might start to get worried. But right now, it's not looking too bad. And I don't really know what the next board I would want is. Well, critical strikes with werewolf skills restore to spirit. That's not too bad, but we're not werewolf. Heightened malice. While there are 3 or more poisoned enemies nearby, you deal 45% increased damage. That probably a pretty fucking good one. Looks like everything is towards poisoned enemies, so to shapeshifting, your spirit costs are reduced by 5% for 10 seconds. Up to 45%, you reach 10 stacks. This bonus resets and reduces the cooldown of your ultimate by 5 seconds. Petrify does seem to have a pretty long cooldown, but I don't know that I depend on it that much. I don't know. I'll have to. While in werebear form, you deal 1% increased damage up to 50% for every 1% difference in current life percent between you and the enemy. That kind of reads weirdly. You deal 1% increased damage for every 1% difference in current life percentage between you and the enemy. So is that saying that the lower their health gets, the more damage I do to them? Like if I'm fully healthy the whole time, because I've got barrier and I've got a shit ton of fortify. So is that saying that as I beat them to death, I get better at beating them to death? I think that's what that's saying. Because you do that first official hit, you've almost always got to be doing. Well, no, the first hit. If both are healthy, that would be just flat damage. But literally immediately after that, it would start to change because their health bar would be going down. So my percentage would be going up to 50%. That seems like a pretty goddamn good deal to me. Where's this? Oh, a glyph socket's right there. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. I don't care. Uh, the yellow isn't nearly as good as legendary gear because legendary gear has 3 stats, while yellow only has 2. I do get that, but is it really and is would it really be beneficial to have a third stat if it wasn't helping your build at all? If your third stat is plus 15% lightning damage, that's fantastic. Unless you don't have any lightning abilities. And then it's just kind of wasted. You can reconfigure some of your stuff. Like here at this guy, you can imprint aspects, which makes a yellow a legendary and gives it that aspect. And then you can also enchant the item. You can replace one of the affixes. So if you have one good affix, you can replace the other one in hopes that you're going to get a better gear. I'm not saying it's going to be like the end all beat all of gear, but I think that there's a pretty high potential for the rare gear to be a good legendary if you build it up right. Because there's less stuff to be useless to you to start with. You know what I mean? These monsters are 34 levels higher than me. Jesus Christ, dude. No. I don't see. I can't survive that yet. So maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong completely. You know, I'm still trying to figure some of it out, but I don't know why I was pinned on this table and still one-shotting them. That's fucking nuts. My poison creeper is pretty damn powerful, but it's not. It's not one shot creatures level 36. 36 levels higher than me. Powerful. Oh, I still have one of these. Yeah, I'd love to just go right into more willpower. I wonder how much willpower I'm gonna have by the end of it. These boards are all just fucking lousy with it. It's everywhere. See what we got. We got 87, 88, 88. We got 91. Let's go do that. You don't have access to flooded depths yet. Flooded depths in Scotland. Okay. Well, why the fuck don't I have access to it? That is the first time I've ever seen that happen. So we're gonna find it, and we're gonna go get it. Or maybe I haven't found it yet. There's Underroot, that's the Druid dungeon. I was actually talking with Rogue about this the other day, and we agree that this game seems like it was built specifically for druids, just with all the stuff that goes on. And I think I mentioned that when I was playing the Rogue, I did the um, whatever it's called for the Rogue, the specializations or whatever mission, and it was very lackluster. It wasn't great. And I'm not particularly looking forward to them on other characters because the Rogue, you do all of this. You do some tool deer, no, yeah, it's up here. You do all this shit. You've got a dungeon, you've got this whole thing, it's pretty much a stronghold, you've got a big ass boss fight at the end of it, you've got some side missions to do up here and all that other stuff. And then for the rogue one, it's like, hey, go talk to this bitch in a corner and then go find this other one and then kill the ghost. And you're in the middle of doing a dungeon. So, like, in the middle of doing the dungeon that this quest takes place in, you complete what you're there to do, and then you can just go on and finish completing the dungeon like nothing happened before. It's pretty fucking lame. Uh, you'll need to do the stronghold then, top left corner of the map. You carry all the groceries in one trip. Druid is nothing compared to the barbarian or the necromancer. Well, that might be, but I'm having a lot of fun playing the druid. Necromancer seems kind of boring to play. Uh, you're all powerful to the point to where you do nothing and your minions do all the stuff for you. And I said this before, the barbarian just seems too much. I have zero interest in playing a barbarian because you got four different weapon groups and you got this shit going on, you got whatever, and I don't have any experience with it, but just listening to it being talked about. Rogue's son was playing a barbarian, and it's like, what the fuck is going on over there? That I want to just kick back, smash shit, have fun, you know? I am not interested in and like making it a thing, like legitimate work to play a character. No, thank you. Which is why, like, when I carry the groceries in one trip, the it when I was building the rogue that I've been playing, it's I went all up close. I don't use my bow for anything. Um, I really enjoy the idea of being in the middle of the fight and kind of, I don't know, putting yourself in those oh shit situations where, it, especially during Helltide, that big like dune worm pops up and just like vomits demons out at you. That's a problem, you know. Let's say hello. Oh, hey, we got a necromancer here. How many people does that necromancer have following him around? What's that, 13? 27? It's so many. Like I've been playing Diablo 2 and I made a necromancer in Diablo 2 and I'm kind of regretting it because I don't do anything. Like my skeletons run and I'm not that high of level. I think I'm only level 16 in Diablo 2 right now. Uh but I walk into the new area of the map and the skeletons go blah 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 and they just fucking kill everything and then they come running back. And I'm like, what the hell? So then I just walk and I like collect gold and gear and I just stand there and I go through the gear and I inspect it or I identify it because every fucking piece of gear that drops in that game needs identified apparently. And it's like I don't worry about anything because because
Hello.
I've got this small army. It's not even a large army. It's a very small amount of skeletons and I already don't have to do anything. So it's ridiculous. Doing 16 million damage. And that might be a game problem, you know. Making your bad guys bullet sponges or damage sponges for no reason is is not a fun tactic. And I'm a big fan of the Division games. And when you first start playing the Division, it's like, oh, okay, these gunfights are a little bit, drawn out. Especially at like very low, you just started the game. Um, like I just headshot that guy 17 times before he went down. Um, you know, and as you go further and further into the game, like their health pools just get so insane that you're doing 10 million damage per shot, and it doesn't matter because it only takes away this much of their fucking hit health bar. That's nuts. That's not an enjoyable way to play the game, is to sit there and bash your head off the wall, just dishing out insane amounts of damage for no return. So, I'm not saying that it's not a plausible thing. Um, as failed a game as it might be, I think that Anthem had some good stuff going on. I really wish they would have been able to stick with that Anthem next and before EA can canned it. Um, and repair that game a little bit because I think it had a lot of solid foundations. It just had no story whatsoever. It was run around, do the same thing on repeat over and over. And it got very 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 boring very very quickly. Um but when their monsters showed up kind of like this, your world bosses and stuff like that, dishing out 10 million damage and it just doing a little bit, that makes sense. You've got a guy who's 2 foot taller than you in a fucking hole in the ground, and he's dishing out 10 million. That's dumb. It's dumb. Dumb. That makes me feel better a little bit. 14 million damage and you're one shot and shit. One shot in the boss. Acceptable. That makes sense. Kind of, in a way. You know. So are you one of those people who likes to um build the meta? You've got the you've got the perfect build, all the stats in the right place and all the right abilities at all the right times and stuff like that. to get, all that damage popped out all at once. We compare a lot of things to Elder Scrolls Online when it comes to game. Actually, there's a few games that I regard as pinnacles, and it's different for everybody based on what you like to play. I think that ESO is one of the best multiple, uh, massive multiplayer online games. ESO is phenomenal. It did not start out that way. I bought ESO when it came out, and I told my friend, don't get it because it's fucking trash. But they absolutely put the work in on that game, and they made it something incredible. You have a class system, but your class can use whatever and build up whatever skills based on whatever they're using, literally using at the time. The only thing that ESO really has going against it is that the combat gets boring, uh, which probably can be pretty similar for this too. You know, if I play this in Druid to level 100 and then I just play this Druid and nothing else for the next, however many again levels they end up adding on with DLCs and whatever else, it's probably going to get boring. That's why you can make new characters and play different things and hop around, which you can in ESO as well. But I think there's a lot of build potential. There's a lot more build potential in something like Elder Scrolls than there is in Diablo. And that game is however old now. I don't even remember when ESO came out, but I love the ability to make this character. He has this backstory, and put whatever I want to it, and then be like, yeah, he's a druid, but he runs around with a great sword and is like, nature says fuck you, and just wrecks things. And just being able to build and play what I want. Um, I don't like it when there's necessarily the right way to build something. That bothers me a lot. When I first started playing the druid in this game, it was a nightmare. It was a hassle. It was a struggle to survive. It was a struggle to get anywhere in any kind of timely manner. Um, it was hard. You're getting, barrier and fortify and all this other stuff, but it's at such a low amount that the elites are just like eating through it in one hit, and uh, it really took a lot of building and rebuilding again and again and again, and finding out what works for me as a player to to reach what I have right now. So I liked it. I like that challenge aspect of it. I don't want to fucking go on whatever Google search and be like, what's the best druid I can possibly make? Fuck that. That's boring as shit. But your gear isn't that good? Man, if you're able to farm these dungeons so fast, what's holding you back? You getting stuff dropped for your barbarian that's supposed to be for a sorcerer? This little pit of goop is kind of nasty looking, ain't it? Did I take that off here? I did. I just found this out the other day. I know that it's on. Oh. Tiffany invited me to their party. No, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it though. Where you at? Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany's a rogue. What's up? Oh, I almost taunted. I'm all right, Tiffany. I don't really like to group up and stuff like that when I'm live, and uh, I don't know. I almost kind of have to be in a mood to group up. Um, it being live and stuff. I need to play with people off stream and get to know them a little bit uh, before I want to start doing any kind of grouping or anything. I've done almost all of this game completely solo. Uh, there's been a couple times where I've put a call out to Wreck-It Rogue and been like, hey, this fucking boss is beating the absolute shit out of me and I'm getting fucking angry. Like, we just come, like, shoot some arrows at it and, like, help me get through this shit. And then, of course, we dust it, and now I haven't run into a boss that I can't beat. So I think that I think that there's a little bit of like a challenge rating built into the playable classes of the game. I can't say what it is for sure, but I'm pretty sure that like Necromancer and Barbarian are easy mode Diablo. It doesn't matter what world tier you're on. Those are the damage classes. I know I've seen some seriously insane sorcerers.
Hello.
Seriously insane sorcerers, for real. Like the one was just standing on the altar thing for the Helltide and just firing 3 cones of like dragon's breath or whatever and just spinning in a circle and murdering everybody. So I think that every class can get there eventually. But Necromancer, you start out with Raised Dead. You just start out being able to do that, and then you get skill points, and like that's kind of cheap, you know. I don't have weapons or anything yet, but I can just boop this skeleton out of the ground, and he's gonna mess you up until I find a knife. Uh, you just need a helm that will boost your build a lot. I gotcha. Yeah, there's definitely some interesting things going on with this loot. I've got another chest piece that I put in my stash. It's just called Thorn, or maybe it's called Thorns, but like all of the stats on it just say Thorns. It's just plus thousands of thorns on that chest piece, and that was pretty cool. I ran around with that for a little bit. I think I actually only switched off of it to put this on. Uh, for the werewolf skills, or the yeah, because I had just switched over to the lacerate ability or the claw. I don't what is don't they have a lacerate? That's shred. I've just been saying lacerate this whole. No, okay, that's their ultimate. That's the werewolf ultimate. Um, but I think there's a difficulty rating to the classes. I think finding what works for them. I think the druid is probably on the harder side, and I might be a little bit harsh on the barbarian because because of the way I've heard barbarian works because they have 4 different weapon types, right? And you have like what abilities based on what weapon you're wielding at that point in time and whatever else or however the fuck it works. I don't know. Um, that might be a little bit hard mode as well, despite the damage output and stuff like that. Just because it sounds complicated, and it probably is at first. Look, I think we got is that barbarian right there? Yeah. So we'll see. What's the other one? Necromancer, barbarian, sorcerer, druid. Oh, and rogue. Duh. Fucking dumbass. AKA making it OP. Well, I hope you get it, man. The Helm I Needs adds 4 more skill points to everything. Holy shit. Like, like everything in your skill tree gets a +4? That's fucking nuts. What's the point of that? Obviously for more damage output, but that seems over the top, you know? This guy's name is Tobias Grimm, and I like that. Ganglorita. Probably shouldn't just be saying people's fucking names on stream. I don't know why I really thought this, there's still 16 minutes on this fucking boss? If I can go complete this, Legion event, come back for the world boss. I stood there for a really long time, and I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. I got caught up in the moment. I was chatting, I wasn't paying attention to the time. I thought I was all lit up red because of the Tree of Whispers shit, and I thought for some reason that meant like it was going down. See, I stood there so long, I forgot that I switched to Earth Spike there for a second. What in the hell? Oh yeah, Tree of Whispers shit. Okay. Yeah, that's just so much fun to barrel in. Well, no pun intended. To barrel in, you know. Maybe pun intended. That was pretty good. Barrel, because he's a bear. Anyway, I'll drop it. I ain't waiting for shit, Gwar. Get on the damn ground. So it's something that you craft. It's not like a unique or something in the game. Saying ha because of my amazing barrel pun that I totally meant to do. Fresh legions have joined the battle. Well, good for them. The snakes! I think I'm wielding a weapon of some kind that has a chance to freeze enemies, I guess. I do have that on my rogue. I don't remember getting it on the bear, though. Putting it on the bear, I should say. Get off the damn thing. Thank you. Thank you, babe. I appreciate him my humor. Hobo and I did get to go see Daniel Tosh on Sunday, and that was fantastic. Not only did I have great company, but Daniel Tosh is still funny as fuck. I am so glad that we got a chance to go see him. I had a great time. Trying to kick me out of my own fucking party, bro? I'm gonna head up here. Servant of Hell has joined the battle. Oh shit. Aww. Forget that all these assholes spawn in fucking protected. Pansies. It's the only way to keep them from dying immediately. Oh. Now he's gonna get some fancy pillars. No? Amazing. Darkness gathers, a grotesque what will soon emerge? Oh, what the hell? Oh, that guy got fucked up. Like that, I almost feel bad for that. You know? And still got time. No. To make it back for the world boss. I think. I don't know. Oh, come on. I have returned. Hmm. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Glittering abundance. Buy acid flux from Mislin. Okay. Well, I guess we still got, we still got plenty of time. Holy crap, that did not take as long as I thought it was going to. 882, 869, 881. Man, until I can, like, really get up there with these, like Nightmare Dungeons or whatever. The Tree of Whispers is pretty good to get some higher tier stuff as well. It seems.
Hello.
Hello. Who the fuck said that?
Hello.
Greetings.
Should we play the rat song again? The Hamelin whistle? How creepy would that be? You just Pied Piper in the middle of a crowd of people. People would be losing their fucking minds, freaking out. I've got this fucking country song stuck in my head ever since you sent me those winking face, babe. I don't know all the words to it, but it's just been playing that fucking part and repeat, and I'm like using every ounce of my willpower to not just not just start singing it. Because no one needs to hear that. Oh, wait. Why is his werewolf a different color than my werewolf, bro? This is starting to look like a Killer Instinct match right here. Fight. So what do you guys want to talk about for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds? Anybody read any good books recently? I, I did use, I think we might uh, start it back up again. I don't know. It might just be to all read the same book, but we did have a,
Hello.
um,
Greetings.
someone named Mama Bear. I don't even see a Mama Bear, but that's, oh, Mama Bear is a fucking sorceress. Get out of here, you druid ass wannabe. Um, I probably shouldn't say that stuff. You want to talk about ribs? Like the food ribs? Or ticklish ribs? Or elbowing ribs? What do you want to talk about? Everybody's just here getting bored now. I have a feeling that this world boss is going to die very quickly. This is the most people I've seen at a world boss for the Eternal. I was mind blown when I did some of the seasonal stuff. Because the seasonal really runs you straight into the Helltide. It's like, here you go, do that, and live there. Feel like that's what the seasonal content wants you to do. Um, oh yeah, where's my damn dog? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, Ashira. I didn't mean to call you a damn dog. I just saw this one with the cub over here, wherever that went. Realized I hadn't noticed my dog for a minute. This one got clothes on? Do you have a little fucking dog vest, bro? You downloaded one of the books Jer shared in Discord. Oh, nice. Which one? Have we decided on one? That's what I was saying. We did a book club podcast. It was very lengthy and long-winded because I never shut the hell up. And I can admit that.
Aid would be welcome.
We definitely read some interesting.
You are weak and foolish.
So,
Just run over and start screaming that in people's faces. You are weak and foolish.
No.
But I've recently one of the Jerry. I'll just say Jerry now. Small town horror, and I don't think so. Okay. So I've got a bunch of books down here. I've got literally like
goodbye.
12 books sitting here waiting to be read. The last thing I read was Stephen King's Fairy Tale, and I love that book. That book is fantastic.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, sorry, but I don't want to revive you while I'm standing underneath the monster's feet. Thank you very much.
I must wait
Oh, what the hell?
I'm not ready yet.
We in Helltide? Oh, because it went immediately into Helltide as soon as that world boss was. I gotcha.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, we just got all kinds of stuff. And, was that enough? Oh, I need one more for the tree. Let's see.
Thanks.
Chieftain Rotting Halls.
I'll be seeing you.
Find the corpse and defeat the chieftain. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go do that. So I can get 1 point, so we can go to the tree.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, we're about to get points anyway. I'll collect 250 cinders. Okay. Well, fuck it. We ain't got nothing better to do, right? We're just chilling, hanging out, having fun. Making dinner, but not telling anybody what it is. You know, that kind of stuff. Which is kind of a form of cruel and unusual punishment, if you really want to talk about it. I told you guys what I made for dinner, but
I must wait a moment.
I should probably really drink an elixir so I get some damn experience points. Looks like I'm not too far away from 87.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
You better get ready, Gwar. We got shit to do. I do think that I've lost... I can't say I've lost power because of... But I have definitely... lost speed. Switching to Earth Spike. Which I figured would happen. The werewolf is just kind of naturally faster, you know? And it's not terrible. But I don't think it's as necessarily powerful. You guys need to knock it the fuck off. Do 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 do. Lake of Ill Omen. Oh, exiting the Helltide? Hell no. You can run around and collect cinders, that's fine. I gotta try to remember or look again to see. There was a piece of armor that I almost kept because it said something about Earth Spike, and I cannot for the life of me this whole time remember what the hell it was saying. So it modifies it in some way, and it might be an aspect. I guess I can go through my aspects and see what it says. And right now my main goal is to just kind of hit level 100 and get that shit done with. Whatever gear and stuff I pick up along the way, I've got some cool uniques already. I tend to swap them out when God damn it, I left the Helltide again. I'm trying to be pretty willing to swap off of gear. I played Destiny for a very long time. Destiny 2 for not nearly as long, and one of my biggest hang-ups was that I would find a piece of gear that I liked, whether, you know, unique or exotic in Destiny, but I would do anything and everything to hold on to that piece of gear, even if they fucking nerfed it, debuffed it, whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff.
I must wait a moment.
Helltide's getting fucking crazy. That guy thought he stood a chance.
I'm not ready yet.
Did that just pop up that I earned Iron Wolf reputation? What's supposed to be here? Apparently I didn't assist the Iron Wolves too. Oh, shit! Yeah, I mean, this bear, I like it a lot. That was awesome. I don't know how I'm supposed to assist the Iron Wolves there, but there weren't any.
I must wait a moment.
I'm definitely getting up there in cinders pretty quick. I'm not mad about that. I guess let's wander around until we find a chest or something. Opening those is always fun. Kind of. Why are these things turning into barrels, bro? I don't get it. Oh, they must be shattering or something. Oh, shit.
I must wait a
Oh.
moment.
Oh, shit.
I must wait a moment.
There's not that fucking many. Stand up. Do something. Oh, it's getting hairy.
I need more time.
Good Lord Almighty.
I must wait a moment. I need more time.
I need to pick up this orange shit before it disappears. Before I disappear. Who are you? Oh, yeah. You're probably bad news. Yeah, barrel. Thank you, baby. I'm I'm trying.
I must wait a moment.
Also, do you guys like that? Can you guys see the title of the stream? Because I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. That literally popped into my head. I went to manage the broadcast to create one to start streaming, and it was like, "What's the title of your stream?" And my brain went, "Gwar with the ball to bang to bang." Now, I wouldn't say that I necessarily beat the hell out of this guy, but I definitely just survived some shit. And that's exciting. Oh, my burden is too... stop hitting me. I've got stuff to do. Let's see, let's drop all this. And yeah, the Necro or the fucking Sorcerer or the Barbarian, whatever, they probably could have done it better. I don't care. Oh, fucking shamans. Did I get 250 things? We love it. Thank you. I thought it was pretty good. Alright. Well, that was awesome. I didn't necessarily think I was going to survive that, but I am not mad that I did. Oh, we're at 230. Okay. this Earthen Bulwark ability, I didn't use it for a very long time because I was like, what a fucking need a shield for, and it kind of like blasts out when it's done, and it does a little bit of damage, and it's been a game changer as well. You can stand in the shit for a lot longer. Just keep propping that on every time it becomes available. There we go. Kind of look like I just punched that succubus in the face. Is there is there a chest close? I don't want a chest yet. That's a terrible idea. Let's go ahead and go up to good old kill shot. I don't want to open a chest when I already have a practically full inventory, you know. That seems like a waste. It would all just lay there, but that's all stuff I've already gone through. Undying Sovereign Helm C, level 80, 925. So, if I were to take this, it's not going to be a unique ever. Like, I don't think there's any way to take it from legendary to unique. It would be ridiculous if you could and kind of defeat the purpose of unique, but uh, definitely some really strong shit here. It doesn't have any of the little stars, as a matter of... Oh, only one thing I've picked up. I guess two. But that's 868. This is 922, so not quite max. Gives you 13, or, 1300 more life. 154 life per second, plus 3 to wind shear. See, that doesn't do me any good, but I can re-roll that to be something that I did want, or at least try to get something that I did want. And then you can add two affixes, two temper affixes to legendary gear. So you can still end up with 5. So yeah, these yellow ones, they're not gonna ever have that many. But I would have to re-roll this, hopefully get what I want. There's a chance that I still won't, even though you can kind of pick categories. There's a chance that I still won't get what I want, and I'll have a wasted stat. And then the same thing with the tempers. Yeah, you can add 2 and you can pick from the category, but it's still a random chance what it gets. You only have 5 tempers. Well, apparently you only have 5 on the legendary and on the, can you temper uniques? No. Okay. So there's still a lot of stuff I'm trying to learn and pay attention to. This will give me more armor, give me thorns. I don't think I have a lot of thorn damage. I've got a potion on right now that grants me thorns. And I think one of my boons... Oh, no, I'm only at 250 for thorns, so... Shava spoils, okay. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and crush all this shit. Plus 3 evade charges. If it doesn't say that, I'm not looking at it. I want to be able to move and dodge. I don't think that's really going to matter what class I'm playing. I want to be able to move. So all of the other ones that have like, oh, it lets you move for this much faster for this long after you evade, like, I don't care. Just give me more dodges. Thank you. Less maximum life, way more armor. 87 life per second isn't really that fantastic. Plus 4 spirit per second, though. I run out of spirit a lot. Shadow resistance, fine. Oh, and that's the unstoppable thing. So, That's good. That's not bad, but it's definitely not better than what I'm currently using, you know. Yeah, it'll give me more armor, but I don't, like I said, I don't really think I need more armor because I'm more mobile now. I can dodge out of the way, or I can trample through everything and be out of the way. I can petrify things and be able to just take a second to kind of like collect myself, and the same with the poison creeper. This bear is pretty damn fast once you get into a combat situation. Even swapping to that earth spike hasn't been too bad. Two-handed, no. No. 125% movement speed for 1 second. Hold me back. Increased to 6 seconds. Now, I've considered using this aspect, increasing the duration of Earth and Bulwark to 6 seconds. In addition, killing an enemy replenishes 669 669 of your active Earthen Bulwarks barrier. That's pretty good. And like I said, it was really a turning point when I started using that ability. Yeah, it's got higher item item power, but this Godslayer crown, I hope I just find another one of those that's like at the max thing or whatever, because that's awesome. 918, slightly better. Earth slides, land slides, earth pillars. Holy crap! Let's stop reading. See, I've done some tempering over here. I got 158% poison creeper damage and a 40% chance to deal 3,600 lightning damage. So that's pretty awesome. Debilitating roars now a werewolf skill. Eh. God damn it. That hit so hard, damn. So yeah, we're just gonna go crush all this. I wanna never, ever, ever run out of supplies and materials. And this. Shari Sanctum Nightmare Sigil. Okay. Stygian Stone. Bring the stone to the altar of powerful foes to unleash their full might. Acquired from delving into the depths of the pit or world bosses on World Tier 4 Torment. Like the, bring the stone to the altar of powerful foes. Is that the one by the Tree of Whispers? See, this gave me some boots. Oh, yeah, you gonna hit me with that? It's got the +3. Oh, it's only 907. It does have the higher life. Does have higher life per second. +10 resistance to all elements. Now, I don't know. Well, let's fucking just check. So if I take this, let's see, what's the aspect I have on my boots right now? You have 20% increased crowd control duration. That's I do like that aspect. That's been pretty helpful. None of these are maxed out yet, I don't think. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the exploiters on there. Now, like I said, I think it doesn't matter that I just did that because it's all it did was just change that. I don't think there's any way to increase item power. So to further test that, we're going to replace and affix. We're going to get rid of this 10%. And see what it offers me. Plus 17% movement speed. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. The bear can be faster. Alright, so now it has the right aspect. Has 17% movement speed. We go over here to the blacksmith. We go to tempering. See what we can throw on here. Oh, it says you can select recipe category 0 of 2. I am doing these one at a time. I'm sure that doesn't necessarily matter, but lucky hit chance, thorns, crowd control duration, barrier generation, ravens, poison creeper duration. Yep, let's see if we can get poison creeper duration. Hell yeah. And on the higher end too. Now let's do the mobility one. Movement speed, we can try to get another stack of movement speed. Reduce trample cooldown. That's probably pretty beneficial. Evade cooldown reduction. That would be super beneficial too. Let's try to get the trample cooldown. Movement speed. Fuck it. So my item power in general didn't go up. My life goes up. And my armor drops by 9 points. Swapping out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Oh, there's that lucky hit. 12% chance to freeze for 2 seconds. Plus 10% movement speed. Oh, I don't have any junk. God damn it. You're killing me, Smalls. I'll push the right button eventually. Oh. I have something lost in the stash, huh? Oh, shit. Well, hopefully these aren't, like, substantially better than what I have. No. And also no. Cool. Nice.
What will it be?
We're gonna go to the tree. We're gonna collect our prize. See what it's offering. See how all these are grayed out? I have the 10. It allows me to collect 12. It allows me to collect higher. But now that I've gotten that 10, I can't do anymore until you go to the tree and spend that shit. But it will just drop me to 2. Um, it'll drop me down to 2. It won't take what I've gotten over that.
It is done.
Greater collection of leg guards. Let's fucking do that. Alright. Head, you don't have to be that fucking creepy about it, bro. 873. And I mean, this little star asterisk thing, that's definitely something to look out for. I've I, I've seen some that have like 2 and 3 stars, and I didn't really understand what they were at first. You can see I don't currently have any of those because I didn't understand what I was looking at. So this means having one means that one of your affixes is kind of like doubled, or it's some kind of upgrade. Um, Having 2 means 2 of them are, and having 3 means all 3 of those affixes that come on that legendary piece of gear have a bonus to it. You can see the ones I have equipped 135 willpower. That's not normal. That's well above the average. So, none of these really look too fantastic. Ooh, when rabies affects an enemy, its cooldown by 0.28 seconds. Its cooldown reduction is tripled when infecting elite enemies. That's pretty damn good, and we might throw that in the box for Warg. I've really been thinking about trying to get this lucky hit as well. Because I do a lot of crowd control and then smash everything that's there. And then, more things start running in. So if I do that, there's a chance that it's going to spread that out to affect more. So I've been thinking about trying to get that on a piece that I will actually want to wear. Sorry that I always run through you, buddy. I don't mean to. But you're a fucking ghost. And I forget that there's not a person standing there. You can see I've got some stuff over here already. This is supposed to be for Warg. This is the Lightning Storm. I don't use that ability. It has a chance to proc because of the Nature's Fury ultimate, or not ultimate, key passive. This seems pretty good. I mean, plus 12 to all stats, all that shit. But it also requires level 60, item power 700, nowhere near, the max. But because of that item level, when Borg hits level 60, he'll be able to throw this on, which doesn't really take a long time, especially on Eternal, or on the seasonal shit. So, this is a sacred unique that requires level 57. Your werewolf, your next non-ultimate werebear skill costs no resource, has no cooldown. Werebear, your next werewolf skill will heal you for 431 when damage is first dealt. Not really going to necessarily be something fantastic for either of the builds that I have going for these characters I have planned for the other one. And I have a lower level version of this Mad Wolf's Glee, so he'll be able to throw that on pretty quickly. Have this. Your Earth skills are now also Werebear skills and Fortify you for 18. That doesn't seem like a hell of a lot. But it is level 80. And it's 925 item power. More armor. Less maximum life. Plus 13.5 damage while shapeshift. 26.5% lightning resistance. Like, that seems like a weird thing to throw in with all this other stuff. But does that mean the Earth skills are now also Werebear skills? Because that does not read the same as... Your werebear skills function as Earth skills for the Nature's Fury key passive. Werebear skills are Earth skills. Earth skills are now also werebear skills. So I'm not quite sure what the benefit of that is, but I mean, there it is. But again, lightning storm. Casting boulder while hurricane, something I'm never gonna do. So, I don't know. There's still a long way to go for a lot of the stuff. I got a whole nother character I'm gonna be making. Um, I have an idea for that as well that might bring a little bit more fun to that level grind, going through and making another druid might not necessarily be the smartest plan, but like I said, I'm gonna try to do it on the seasonal, um, and really test out some of the werewolf stuff. The seasonal stream that I did last time, my overall thoughts on that were that you kind of level so fast you don't get to appreciate the struggle of the game. You gain skill points and everything so quickly. You're just like throwing them into all the stuff and having the ability to kind of revamp and take those points back whenever the hell you want for a fairly minimal gold cost. Um, Kind of takes that away. You don't really seem to spend a whole lot of time trying a bunch of stuff. And maybe that's just me. But going through the campaign and stuff with Gwar, I tried damn near everything. I don't think there's a druid ability that I haven't had applied at one point or another. And just trying everything out and seeing what worked for me. Um, but you drop into seasonal and you have, if you did do the Eternal Realm, you've got your skill points and stuff that you've unlocked for that um, on the seasonal realm as well. And you kind of just drop in and it's like, here, you have these 9 points to spend, go ahead and get that out of the way. And then you go and kill a couple bad guys and it's like, oh, you just leveled 4 times. And it's a lot. Um, so you kind of power through, and I think it takes a little bit of the fun away from it, but what do I know? Who the hell am I? Just some fucking guy playing a druid. So I think that's it for this evening. I appreciate you guys for popping in. Babe, thank you for being here as always. Rogue and Karma, thank you for popping in. Thanks for chatting. Rogue, I'm very mad at you for not telling me what the hell you made for dinner. Uh, Pretty sure our friendship is over now. Just throwing that out there. So it's not my fault, it's yours. It's not me, it's you. So, alright. I had a long ass week. I'm tired.